On July 20th, 1973, the world lost Bruce Lee at only 32 years old. But for decades after his death, one question refuses to disappear. Could the 135-pound martial artist defeat a man nearly twice his size, modern action star and former wrestler Dwayne Johnson? Bruce Lee was born in 1940 in San Francisco. By the 1960s, he became one of the most influential martial artists of the century. He studied Wing Chun under Ip Man, trained in boxing, fencing, judo and traditional kung fu, and blended them into his own philosophy, Jeet Kune, founded in 1967. His real training partners included full-contact fighters such as Chuck Norris, Joe Louis, and Bob Wall. All men with championship records. Joe Louis, US karate champion, once said Bruce was the fastest martial artist I ever saw. This was not myth. Louis trained with him privately in California in the early 1970s. Physically, Bruce Lee maintained a body weight between 130 and 145 pounds. He was known for extraordinary speed, measured in some filmed sequences at delivering punches in under a tenth of a second. He also demonstrated real combat ability in private sparring, such as his famous 1964 fight with kung fu practitioner Wong Jack Man, a confirmed event, though the details remain disputed. But Bruce Lee was not just fast. He trained with scientific precision. His notes from the late 1960s document plyometrics, isometric strength work, and high-intensity interval training decades before these became mainstream in sports science. He could perform one-arm push-ups, two-finger push-ups, and kicks powerful enough to send 200-pound heavy bags swinging horizontally. Now, compare this to Dwayne Johnson, born in 1972, 1 year before Bruce Lee's death. Johnson built his career first as a real athlete, not an actor. In the early 1990s, he played NCAA Division I football for the University of Miami, a team known for producing NFL champions. Later, he trained professionally in wrestling, signing with the WWF, now WWE, in 1996. Though pro wrestling is choreographed entertainment, the physical conditioning is real. Wrestlers train strength, agility, explosive movement, and body control under impact. At his athletic peak, Johnson stood 6 feet 4 inches and weighed over 260 pounds, almost double Bruce Lee's mass and with significantly more reach. In any historical combat comparison, this size difference matters. Even Bruce Lee himself wrote about it. In his surviving notebooks, he repeatedly emphasized the laws of physics, acknowledging that weight and reach provide real advantages in a fight. But speed and technique matter too, and Bruce Lee optimized both to an extreme. His students included real tournament fighters, Hollywood stuntmen, and police officers. He helped choreograph combat scenes for films like The Wrecking Crew in 1968, while continuing intense physical training behind the scenes. His philosophy was to end a confrontation in seconds, using timing, precision, and mobility, skills designed specifically to neutralize larger opponents. So where does this leave the hypothetical question? The truth is this: Bruce Lee and Dwayne Johnson lived in different eras, trained for different goals, and never met. One was a martial arts innovator dedicated to efficiency in real combat. The other is a world-class entertainer and strength-based athlete. And no historical source, none, suggests that Bruce Lee believed technique could always defeat overwhelming size. In fact, he wrote the opposite. If you are smaller, you must move faster and strike first. So could Bruce Lee win against Dwayne Johnson? History cannot answer the hypothetical, but it gives us the real lesson Bruce himself taught. A fight is not decided by muscle alone, nor by skill alone, only by the moment when they collide. And that moment, between two men from different worlds, will forever remain unwritten.